JJK just put out a special Gojo booklet in which Gege Akutami answers 33 questions about our blue-eyed honored one. So let's get straight into it. Alright, first of all, massive shout out to Maya and also to Bachi the Croc, who is Maya's translator. We would not have access to this information without them. And with that being said, strap in because it's going to be a lot of read-along time. Alright, so question 1. Where is Gojo from? Kyoto. Question 2. Is the Gojo clan's main house also located in Kyoto? Yes. Question 3. Even though Gojo usually speaks in his standard Japanese, does he sometimes use the local dialect in his hometown? Not likely. Either as a child he was taken along on missions as a part of the elite Jujutsu sorcerer training of the big three clans, or he just moved to Tokyo when he was little. Question 4. Was it Gojo's wish to go to Jujutsu Tech, or was it because his family told him to? It was Gojo's wish. He was fed up with his overbearing family. Question 5. Are Gojo's father and mother still alive, and are they high-ranking Jujutsu sorcerers? They're alive. They've gained a higher status within the clan by giving birth to Gojo Satoru, but they're not particularly strong as Jujutsu sorcerers, so they were separated with Gojo at a young age, because they can't be involved in his education as a Jujutsu sorcerer. And finally, something really interesting here. Gojo's parents do exist, and they are still alive. Question 6. Is Gojo an only child? Yes, he's an only child. Since he's from one of the three big clans, he has many relatives, but because he was treated specially, he most likely did not have normal interactions with his relatives. Question 7. In Chapter 96, Ogami and the others saw a kid Gojo walking down the city alone. What was he doing in the middle of the city? He ran away from his home and was just wandering around. This is the moment where he turns and looks up at the roof and the dude just totally loses it. Question 8. Before he went to Jujutsu Tech, was he completely shut off from worldly culture and trends? Not really. Although his training as a Jujutsu sorcerer and his education as a member of one of the three big clans were rigidly implemented, he often skipped and escaped, so he had a fair amount of fun. Question 9. Before entering Jujutsu Tech, did he take on missions? Also, did he have any experience fighting curses and exercising them? Yes, he had lots of experience. Question 10. The uniforms at Jujutsu Tech can be customized by each student, but what are Gojo's specific preferences? Gojo has a pretty plain uniform and hasn't customized it much. Geto's uniform, on the other hand, makes you wonder how he got the idea to make it like that. Question 11. In his high school days, Gojo had a gravure idol as his wallpaper. Did he always have a gravure idol? And I don't know if I'm saying that word yet. He eventually stopped using it because Shoko found it creepy and he probably wasn't too particular about it anyways. Question 12. Did he live in the student dorms in high school? Yes, he did. Question 13. During his high school days, his round-shaped glasses were his trademark, but did he have those before entering Jujutsu High? He had sunglasses on to prevent seeing too much with his 6 eyes, so it's natural of him to have them on before high school. But I hate imagining middle school Gojo with sunglasses, so let's not go there. Question 14. How did his upperclassmen see him? Did they have any interactions? Probably not a lot. He's a member of the three big clans, and on top of that, he's simply a really strong underclassman, so he was probably difficult to approach. Question 15. Does he have a mentor in Jujutsu? The basics of Jujutsu were completed within the Gojo family, so he probably did have a mentor there. As far as his technique, he had to work hard on it on his own based on the remaining records of it. Question 16. How much is Gojo's fee per mission? And also, how much does he have in his total personal assets? He receives a monthly salary, so he doesn't receive his payment on a per mission basis. Mei is the exception to that. And as a special grade sorcerer, he probably earns a salary comparable to that of a minister. Additionally, as the head of the Gojo family, he has considerable assets. In any case, Gojo is rich. Question 17. Did he ever think of stopping being a Jujutsu sorcerer? Probably not. Question 18. Does he ever imagine himself as something besides a Jujutsu sorcerer? Probably not. He would be a freeloader or a swallow, which is apparently a term for a man taken care of by an older woman financially. Question 19. Does Gojo have any complexes? Probably not. If I had to say, it would probably be him unable to stop Geto, is like the one thing that he's hung up on. Question 20. When a comrade dies, does he become emotional, like becoming sad or angry? He was pissed when Itadori died, so I think he does. But I think there is also a part of him that has resigned himself to the death of his friends. He sees it from the perspective that anyone other than himself could die at any given moment. Damn, that's depressing. Question 21. What does Gojo enjoy doing the most? When does he feel joy? I can't really imagine it, but he's probably happy when he meets someone with talent as a Jujutsu sorcerer. Question 22. Can Gojo speak any language besides Japanese? He can probably speak a little bit of English. Question 23. What happens when he accidentally drinks alcohol that he's not very good with? He spaces out instantly, but the real issue is the output of his curse technique starts bugging out. Question 24. Does he have a license for a car or a bike? Does he drive by himself sometimes? That's very unlikely. Even if he has one, he would probably just pass with a single test and become a paper driver. I'm not entirely sure what a paper driver is. I don't know if that's lost in translation or if that's something specific to Japan. Y'all let me know if you know. But then the answer to 21, when does he feel happy? And Gege can't even really imagine it. Give our boy a break. Question 25. Born and raised in high society and recognized as the strongest by both himself and others, he seems to have lived without much inconvenience. What do you think his weakness is? His personality, in all caps and bolded. Question 26. What do you think are Gojo's true essential strengths beyond his innate abilities and biological advantages? His personality, in all caps and bold. I like that duality there. Question 27. You said once that Gojo can pretty much do anything, but does this mean he can cook? It's not that he can't cook, but he doesn't cook very often. Question 28. He had a 250,000 yen shirt, but does he have any special preferences in his personal items? Does he have any preferences in fashion? He gives the impression of walking into an expensive store, buying things without looking at the price tag, and after seeing it's expensive, he thinks, well, it's fine, and does it again. Question 29. Does he like mountains or the beach? Probably the beach. Question 30. Dogs or cats? He looks like he would like cats, but I think he likes dogs more. Question 31. Bread or rice? He looks like he would like bread more. Question 32. Lefty, righty, or ambidextrous? Every Jujutsu sorcerer are all basically right-handed, because I can see myself getting things wrong if I don't draw them that way. But athletes use their non-dominant hands skillfully with various tasks, so I don't really worry about that when I'm drawing. Finally, question 33. After Suguru defected, you said that Gojo seems to be more dependable. What do you think changed about him? He developed a sense of responsibility towards nurturing the next generation. Gojo's entire mission statement. Now that's all of the questions, but there might have been even more information in the Gojo book beyond the Q&A because Maya was tweeting a few things we learned here, and all of these were covered in the questions except for this one right here, where it says Gojo goes to bed at 4 a.m. and wakes up at 7 a.m. That wasn't in any of the questions, so I'm not sure where Maya's getting that information from, unless it is just something else included in the booklet. But that is crazy that this man sleeps 3 hours a day. I feel like it explains a lot. And honestly, these questions were pretty cool. It was obviously nothing like earth-shadowing or, groundbreaking, but we kind of knew that going in. These were going to be fan book-esque questions, but nonetheless, some cool information. So I'm glad Gege shared this, and I would love to get my hands on the actual booklet once it comes out. I'm assuming there's going to be some art in there, and again, maybe some more tidbits of information like this. But in any case, I figured you guys would be interested in this as well, so I wanted to go ahead and share it. And as always, thank you so much for watching.